Hello there. I really should be working on my deep dive into the Teen Wolf Hellhound, but I have pretty major news about the new Teen Wolf movie. Also, I'm doing a thing on the new show Wolfpack, which isn't related at all to Teen Wolf. I'll explain that later in the video. You can skip to this time code if you want to go there now. But don't panic, I'm not going to blah 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 before I tell you the new information. I'll just say that if you want to keep up with the latest developments on the Teen Wolf movie planned for Paramount Plus in 2022, you can subscribe and I'll provide you with that information here on the channel. Today's news is simply this. When Viacom CBS exec Chris McCarthy worked his miracle and made the deal with MGM Studios for the new Teen Wolf movie, he also built in the option for 2 more Teen Wolf movies after the first one.
No way! Yes way!
You heard right. We could be looking at 3 Teen Wolf movies in the coming years. My Viacom CBS source on this is the same one who let me know 2 weeks early about the first movie deal, so I know this is true. As I said last week, they'll only make more if the first one is the most popular thing on Paramount Plus next year. But now we know they don't have to renegotiate for a new license if they decide to do more Teen Wolf after the 2022 movie.
That's incredible!
I know! I was surprised as hell that Chris even got the deal for 1 movie, which will obligate Amazon to license a valuable property to a competing streaming service even after they buy MGM. I never dreamed Bezos and Amazon could be obligated possibly for years, and I'm super happy to be wrong in this instance. So, 3 movies are possible, but you, me, and the rest of the Teen Wolf fandom will have to do all the work to make those 2 additional movies happen. In that vein, I've been seeing a lot of, well, if so-and-so isn't in the movie, then I'm not watching it.
All of you are babies! Entire team is babies!
This attitude isn't going to cut it. If you ever even hope to see your favorite character again, all of us, and everybody you know who enjoys Teen Wolf has got to sign up for Paramount Plus when the movie comes out. If you already have an account, bite the bullet and open a new one, but wait until the movie comes out. Pay that $10 or whatever for 1 month right when the Teen Wolf movie is released. Even if they offer a free trial, use those free weeks and then pay for the full first month. The powers that be will judge the success of the movie based partially on how many existing subscribers watch it, but they'll gauge interest in making more Teen Wolf based on how many new paying subscribers the first movie draws to the service. If you need proof that that's how it works, just look at the many Star Trek shows there are right now. There are 4 different series exclusive to Paramount Plus. The reason for this is simple. After they launched Star Trek Discovery back in 2017, the streamer went from about 1 million total subscribers to more than 10 million subscribers the next year. At $8 million an episode, Star Trek was a stretch of their resources that paid off big time in new revenue. But at that time, they didn't have the resources to further exploit all that audience interest. Now, with the full resources of a much larger company, they can exploit that intellectual property to its fullest, and we're seeing that with the glut of boldly going shows. All right, I'm gone down a rabbit hole here. Bottom line is this. If you want more Teen Wolf after this first movie, you will pay the $10 for a new Paramount Plus sub and watch the movie a bunch of times and then wait until the very last minute of that month to cancel your subscription. While they're all kumbaya right now saying that they're only bringing back Teen Wolf because we asked them to, the fact is they're bringing it back because they think interest is high enough to make it profitable. We have to prove to them that Teen Wolf is very profitable. For literally the cost of a night out at the movies, you can get a couple of months subscription, and the payoff for the Teen Wolf universe could be huge. Just imagine a world where there are 4 Teen Wolf shows running at the same time. It could happen, but our fandom has to mobilize on this first movie in the largest possible way. So you need to spread the word. If you want more Teen Wolf, sign up for Paramount Plus when the movie comes out next year, because the network is ready to make 2 more if the first one is huge. Okay, let's talk about the other thing, the Wolfpack thing. You need to know that this show has nothing whatsoever to do with Teen Wolf. It is in no way related to the Jeff Davis Teen Wolf universe, well, except they share the same God, and by God I mean Jeff Davis, who, yeah, he's writing and executive producing both of them. But Wolfpack is a brand new show based on an entirely different universe that has nothing at all in common with Teen Wolf. Well, nothing beyond Jeff Davis and werewolves. Okay, I can see how that might be confusing. Let me start at the beginning. I've launched a Wolfpack wiki site so you can read a lot of this stuff for yourself. It's linked above and in the description. But back in 2005, a Canadian author whose name I'm afraid to try to pronounce wrote a book about a forest ranger finding a group of orphaned wolf cubs in the aftermath of a wildfire. He took those pups home and they turned into human babies. Surprise! Now they're 4 teenagers going to high school and struggling with teenage problems while also being werewolves. Okay, the comparisons with our show are obvious, but I trust Jeff's writing skills to generate a very different universe with brand new myths and brand new creatures that will amaze and delight us. In the meantime, I could use your help with the Wolfpack Wiki if you're willing. I have not read the book, so I'm at a huge disadvantage. I thought, well, I'll just buy the books, but the prices on Amazon are outrageous. So if you were a Canadian teen in the mid-2000s and already read this book or have access to a library that has this book, I'd like you to help me better understand the characters for my new Wolfpack Wiki. You can reach out with a private message on Twitter or Instagram or through the Wolfpack Wiki site, which is linked in the description. And I promise I'm still working on the Hellhound thing. That will be the next video when I go back to Beacon Hill.